Hello, everyone. If you're watching this, you're interested in AIMday Mobility, and we're excited to tell you more about the upcoming event. Just to start off, we'll do a round of introductions to the hosts of the event. Hi, I'm Shoma Sinha, and I'm from Queen's University Partnerships and Innovation, and we help support industry and academic collaborations.
Hi, my name is Lisa Leon, and I am the Manager of Collaborations Programs and Initiatives. I'm from Toronto Metropolitan University. As well, I also manage the AIMday Canada Hub.
Hi there, I'm Kyle Borns, and I'm with the University of Ottawa's Canada North campus, and we are located in the heart of Canada's largest tech hub, and my job is to link industry partners with our students and our researchers on campus.
Hello, I'm Kim Perry. I'm with Hub 350 in Canada North, and we are the gateway to Canada's largest tech park here. And I'm the manager of programs, so we are connecting industry, academic, finance partners all together in Canada North.
Thank you. And to start us off, we'll do a brief introduction to what AIMday is all about. So I'll hand it off to Lisa.
Thank you, Shoma. So AIMday is a program to enhance academic and industry collaboration. We will be holding an event that's focused on mobility on October 4th. Next slide, please. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with AIMday stands for Academic Industry Meeting Day. So the aim of the event is to bring understanding and new perspectives to real-world problems. It was initiated and developed by Uppsala University in Sweden in 2008 and has been adopted internationally by other institutions such as the University of Oxford, the University of Edinburgh, Cambridge, and other universities in Sweden, Brazil, South Africa, and Canada. Next slide, please. It is sector agnostic, and it's highly effective. We've seen really strong results and partnerships that have come out of this event. It's highly efficient, so it is very low in cost, time, and energy. So for you as an industry representative, you really are just coming to this 1-hour meeting focused on your real-world challenge. And afterwards, our team is here to support any kind of partnerships that come out of the event. So how does the AIMday program work? First, companies register their questions. Then academic researchers register. Then the organization team optimizes how the meeting day is going to happen. You are then given your schedule for the day. You only really need to attend your particular session, and then there's the AIMday follow-up. So academics will be sharing their expressions of interest with the AIMday organizing committee. We then follow up with you and share these expressions of interest. So I'm just going to go over quickly a little bit about AIMday Canada. It was started in 2017 and it's been going on for the past almost 5 years. We have held 12 different AIMday events that are focused on various themes such as minerals, imaging, big data, agricultural tech, IoT, cybersecurity, livable cities. We've had 83 different companies participate, 211 focused workshops where industry had shared their specific research question, close to 400 unique ideas that were presented by academic researchers in response to these challenges, and about 92 collaborations that have initiated and have received funding to support these research collaborations. And again, Toronto Metropolitan University is the AIMday Hub. So how does the AIMday meeting work? So you as an industry, you pose your question, and this kind of defines the meeting agenda. So 1 hour, 1 question, experts only. And the attendees would include 1 to 3 company representatives who submitted the questions, the researchers. So we are looking at between 8 to 9 faculty who actually have that expertise to help you find a pathway towards a solution. A facilitator or moderator that's from the AIMday organizing committee, and any kind of observers, and that's with your permission from your organization. So these could be representatives from other funding organizations, or perhaps they have resources to assist you in solving your particular research challenge, and no consultants. So again, this is to explore potential pathways towards a solution. We may not find the solution that day, but I think it's like a really great way to have that first initial conversation so you can actually find a pathway towards that solution. And it's also a way for you to get to know some of the researchers and the experts in this particular field. So now I'm going to go into how a session will work. So there's a welcome and a round of introductions. The company representative gets to open up the discussion with a very brief description of the challenge. So we're looking between 5 to 10 minutes. And you're going to go over, why is this a problem? Why do you care? And what have you actually tried? There's then a facilitated discussion, and it's meant to be respectful, non-judgmental, constructive, with a space for everyone to participate. Note takers would then present. Note takers present would then allow you to concentrate on the conversation, so you don't really need to take any notes. And then there's a quick highlight and a recap of any potential ideas for solutions and collaborations. I'll pass this back to Shoma.
I'm going to just talk a little bit specifically about AIMday Mobility. And really what we're looking at with the mobility theme is a very broad sectored approach. So it varies, the technology questions and research questions that you might propose can vary over a multitude of areas, everything from connected autonomous systems and electric vehicles to human mobility and personal health and displaced communities and supporting them. The idea is that industry and organizations from different areas will pose questions specific to their interests, and we will match them with the experts in those areas. And so you'll be sure to have the experts related to your question in the room. And again, the event will be hosted by Queen's University, Toronto Metropolitan University, the University of Ottawa, and Hub 350. So one thing that we often get asked is, how do you create a really good question? And how do you get the right people to be attracted to that question? And so some key things that you have to kind of consider is that you want to be specific, but you also want to make it broad enough that you have an ability to have that open discussion with the participants in the room. And to really kind of support that, you want to make sure that your question is research oriented. And so you're trying to attract academic expertise. And to do that, it often, you want to direct it towards a research area. You also want to make sure that it's clearly formatted. Now there's in the question, you'll see that there's a specific question and then a place where you can add a little bit of a description. And within that, you want to be able to quickly describe an overview of your problem statement, essentially. Some other things that you want to consider is that you really want to do something that you're genuinely interested in. We want to make sure that this time is efficient for everyone, for yourselves, as well as the academic experts. And so something that your company and your interests are truly there. Now, related to that, we do want to make sure that you're aware that the questions are posted in a public portal. And so the questions themselves, you want to make sure that it doesn't include any IP that you may want to retain confidential. And then you want to also make sure that you formulate the question so it attracts the type of expertise that you want to be connected with. And so that relates back to the research orientation of the question and what kind of expertise do you need in the room. And as I mentioned, the question itself is short. We have a little bit of room to add a bit of background. And once we've organized the matching, you also have the opportunity to provide more deeper background to participants who've been matched with your question. But this supplementary material, we do ask that it is kept fairly brief, as well as we don't want to create too much work for yourselves or for the researchers prior to the meeting. Just as a recap, is your question, it really is the starting point for the discussion. So it's how we formulate that matchmaking and how we create the whole schedule for the event. So some examples of some past questions that have been attracted good attention include the ones listed here. I'm not going to go through, read them in detail, but as you can see, there's that short, brief question and then a little synopsis of a bit of a background. There's also the AIMday site that provides some additional tips in formulating your question, as well as a series of other examples that you can take a look at to see, well, how do I kind of want to structure it? Do I want to make it a little bit more specific? Do I want to expand it or so on? The teams of the universities, we're also here to help you refine that so we can work with you to formulate the questions and make sure that it will be attractive to the right audience. You also want to be careful about who you're choosing to represent your organization at the meeting. So in particular, you really want people who own the question. So people who can speak to the problem and its background and understand the technical aspects of the problem and how to talk with experts in the area. You also want to have people who have the authority to act. So if you have in your organization, depending on how it's structured, you may have strongly technical people and some management who support kind of research collaborations. And so you may want to consider having people from different areas attend the meeting. And also you want to make sure that they're available on the day. And so during the registration process, there is an option to indicate what times you are available, and we highly recommend that you fill that out. And if it changes, please feel free to update us. We will try to accommodate all availability as best as we can. So as a recap, the AIMday Mobility event will be held on October 4th. It will be a fully virtual conference, so there's no need to travel or have that travel time related to the event. It's also free of cost for all participants. The industry or registration is now open and it will close on September 7th. In the meantime, please feel free to reach out to any of us and we can help support in formulating the question as well as getting you registered on the system if you're having any issues with that. Once the industry registration is complete, the researcher registration will open on September 9th and will close about 10 days later, allowing us to have some time to make sure that we have the proper matches between your questions and the academic experts. And if you're interested in contacting any of us, myself, again, Shoma Sinha from Queen's University, Lisa Liang from Toronto Metropolitan, and Kyle Borens from the University of Ottawa. So please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. With that, I will close off the session for today and encourage you to reach out to us if you have any questions or any problems with the system. Thank you.